So everybody around the internet is very, very split on the Robert Downey Jr. comeback, if you will. I I'm gonna give my thoughts on it now. Last night I was pretty excited because hey, I don't sit there like I said. I don't sit here all day every day with Daniel RPK and Sunshine Hello and all these other Twitterverse people. I don't sit there and just refresh their Twitter pages all day long like some people do. Okay? I have a job, I have a life, I have far more interesting things to do with my time than to sit there and be a almost middle-aged fat kid refreshing the Twitter pages of other middle-aged, fat, neck-bearded idiots. I'm sorry, I just don't have that kind of time. So I had not heard about the Robert Downey Jr. rumors. I had heard, and it's been months ago that they were scrapping the Kang thing. That Jonathan Majors actually did Marvel a favor here because somebody brought up a point. You have to wonder that if Jonathan Majors had not gotten convicted, because, I mean, as soon as that conviction, Marvel was waiting for the trial and Marvel was waiting for the verdict. And the second that that verdict came out that day, they posted that they were parting ways with Jonathan Majors. They were waiting to see what the verdict said. Um, so if it had came back not guilty, it makes me wonder, would we be in this spot? And I think the answer is no. Um, Victoria Alonso is out at Marvel as well. So she was the one, really pushing the woke agenda and the DEI stuff. Um, so she's been taken care of, but I have a feeling her stench is going to remain a little bit. Um, but I have to wonder, I don't think we'd be in this spot if Jonathan Majors had, you know, gotten away with it, so to speak. Um, And a lot of people are going, oh, lazy booking. Lazy booking is one thing I saw on Twitter last night with Robert Downey Jr. popping up. Lazy booking. It is lazy booking. But you put freaking Stone Cold Steve Austin, you bring him back in the middle. It was a wrestling guy who said lazy booking. But look at what 2 years ago, what Stone Cold Steve Austin did at WrestleMania when he fought Kevin Owens. People ate that crap up. Okay? You could have Stone Cold Steve Austin come out in the middle of the ring and kill a puppy, and people would cheer the hell out of him right now. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why they brung him back. They're desperate. Marvel is desperate, and its fans are desperate. And you talk about normies and comic book neckbeards and all this, and the difference between the two. Here's the thing, and then, you know, another thing that ties into this is people are going comic book accurate. It's not comic book accurate. It's never was meant to be comic book accurate. If you want to sit there and have the stories that are in the comic books, go read the comic books. Although the comic book industry is failing and falling on its butt right now anyway, because of all the DEI stuff that's going on there. They learned nothing from Deadpool, like I said in another video. They've learned nothing from Deadpool because the newest Deadpool comic that's out, his quote unquote daughter, Ellie, is the what's with all everybody woman in movies and television and entertainment being named Ellie. But she is Deadpool's daughter and has inherited his abilities. Now she's the new Deadpool because Wade Wilson's dead. That's the direction they're going with it. They just released it this week with Comic Con going on. So they've learned nothing. Um, but it's a Hail Mary pass. I'm gonna eat it up. I'm gonna go see it. And they're gonna make a ton of money off of it. Robert Downey Jr. is the true Marvel Jesus. But here's what I want to happen after this, because he's not gonna live through this. This is finally pushing the reset button on the entire MCU as we know it. They're going to scrap the multiverse. They're going to get back to one timeline, one universe, one planet, whatever the case may be. And the only problem I have with it, as I said in my video last night, is that he's not going to stick around. He's just another one of these one-off variants who's going to die or disappear, and we'll never see him again. One has to wonder what they're going to do with all these other characters that they've built up since Endgame. You got Shang-Chi who's out there. Nothing, going on with him. Doctor Strange is now hopping through his version of a multiverse. We're not going to see Doctor Strange for a while unless he does a cameo in Secret Wars. There's all these different things that come into play. Can they bring Scarlett Johansson back? Will they bring Wanda back? Everybody's like, give us Wanda, give us Wanda. Wanda's dead, y'all. I don't think they're going to bring Wanda back. They have that variant that she kind of took control of, but again, it's just another one-off. Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness pretty much told you, along with Spider-Man, the Spider-Man No Way Home, pretty much told you that here's your fan service. These little one-off variants that at the end of the day don't mean a damn thing. And I think they need to get away from that. It's a failed project. Will Robert Downey Jr. be the Band-Aid that they need because they've been hemorrhaging blood for the last 2 or 3 years? Who knows? Who knows? I'm excited to have him back because I'm an RDJ fan. I'm kind of hoping that he plays it differently. I don't want to see billionaire playboy Tony Stark. I want to see Victor Von Doom. I want to see, or at the very least, show me a Tony Stark that, show me a Tony Stark that turns into Victor Von Doom. Please do not do a Victor Von Doom is possessing Tony Stark deal, because I could see them doing that. His soul is possessing Tony. No, I don't want to see it. I think it would be nice to see Julian McMahon, the guy from Nip Tuck and Charmed, come back and do a variant of Doctor Doom. But then again, he's dead in the void with all the other Fox universe. That's the message that they were really sending you with Deadpool and Wolverine. Your hopes of seeing anybody from the Fox universe from now on, they're in the void, or they're going to be useless variants. That's the message they were trying to send you. Yes, it was a love letter, and Ryan Reynolds can say it was a love letter all he wants to, but at the end of the day, Disney is sending everybody who is a fan of that era of film, they're sending them a message. You are in the void. We'll bring you back if or when we need you. And guess what? It's not likely that they're going to need you. But yeah, I'm excited to see Tony Stark and how Tony Stark plays it and how they write it. You got the Russos again. They reached back in their bag of tricks and said, okay. And this is the problem with the multiverse in general. We're out of ideas. Let's go back to the whole thing. It's always been said that multiverses and time travel are what you do in movies and video games and any form of entertainment. Time travel and multiverse stuff is what you do when you run out of ideas and you hit a wall. And they hit a wall with Endgame. So, that's the reason why they went back in time. They didn't know how to end it properly. So, who knows? Yes, it's a reach in the back pocket deal. I'm going to eat it up as a fan. But this better be the last time we see Robert Downey Jr. For real. It's cool to see him being brought back as a bad guy and all that good junk. But this better be the last time we see him. And I don't want, Riri Williams to show up and all the diversity hire stuff and the DEI. No. Give us just Deadpool. Prove that you don't even need a Deadpool and Wolverine. Just prove that you don't even need a damn plot to make it entertaining. You don't even need a plot to make it, good. And that's the thing about Deadpool and Wolverine. It was good. I mean, that's why I scored it a 9 out of 10. There were two things in the movie that really that kept it from being perfect for me. One was the plot, and the other was the Deadpool core scene didn't really need to be there. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole. Now that I've had about almost 24 hours to sit and stew about it, is it lazy booking? Yeah. But is it good booking? Is it smart of them to do this from a financial standpoint? Yeah. Because they knew that if they didn't at least put a band aid on this wound, they were just going to keep hemorrhaging money. They were just going to keep hemorrhaging Disney Plus subscriptions. And that's another thing I want to see. No more Disney Plus crappy shows. Please. Please. WandaVision was okay. The whole Captain America and the Winter Soldier thing was meh. Everything after that sucked. Miss Marvel was, I'll be honest, I like the actress who's playing Ms. Marvel, but, and I think she was the best part of the Marvels movie, Captain America 2, if you will. But bringing her in, doing an all female Avengers, because that's what they were going to do. I firmly believe that if fans had not, the box office for the last Ant-Man movie taught them this ain't working. This ain't working. But again, I firmly believe that if Jonathan Majors had not gotten convicted of what he did, then they would have went on business as usual. And it would have hemorrhaged even more and it would have sank even lower. And it could have killed the whole thing. Anyway, folks, that does it for me. Let me know what you guys think about this. I've seen a lot of people split on it. There's a lot of people out there that like it. And people are going, oh, well, listen at the crowd. They went crazy. Of course they're going to go crazy. They paid to be there. All those Comic-Con neckbeards, they paid to be there. It's like people at wrestling events, the UK people. Yeah, they're going to cheer and boo or whatever and chant their silly, stupid songs. Why? Because they paid to be there. Anyway, and then you got the quote unquote pundits, Midnight's Edge and Clownfish and all these other guys, Mr. H, who can't say one thing positive about anything. They did like Deadpool, but even then they picked it the hell apart. But let's just, see where this goes, put a wait and see. Hey, they gave us what we wanted. We didn't want Kang, we wanted Doctor Doom. We're getting Doctor Doom. Is it the version of Doctor Doom directly from the comics? No. But I don't want, if I want the Doctor Doom from the comics, I'll go read the comics. It's based on the comics. It never says that they had to copy their comics. From day one, they weren't comic accurate. Look at Iron Man. Iron Man, the story of Iron Man, how he became Iron Man, is not completely comic accurate. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you down the road.